I used to have a dog called Rum,
Did you?
but he died.
Okay, this is not a good starting place.
So here we are, the Yogscast. Oh God, I miss him so much.
Oh, it is. Right.
It's a special. It's a Yogscast special in honor of I don't know,
Your dead dog.
those who died, those dead dogs who died. This is for you, Rum, up there in doggy heaven. I hope he can get YouTube. If it's like China, he's fucked. He won't be able to watch it. Well, I mean, you know, they probably would block stuff, wouldn't they? Like porn and stuff. They'd have to block that in heaven. It wouldn't be
In
allowed.
heaven.
Hello, and welcome to TTT.
We have to identify who's who. We've got a rape bear, who is Totalbiscuit from the internet, ladies and gentlemen. It's Totalbiscuit.
Round of applause. And we also got Launa, who's the guy who did the art for the Yogscast website and...
The animated us. We have to make small talk. So what are you wearing, TB?
What would you like me to be wearing?
This isn't a sex line. I wanted an honest answer.
God, my fucking channel is covered in Plants vs. Zombies ads now, and I can't get rid of them. I suppose there are worse things to be advertising.
What was it we had on the website? There was like lots of things about like antiperspirant stuff. You know, you sweat and you stink. It was basically the advert. I'm trying to think why it was.
You had loads of Jesus stuff as well.
Jesus t-shirts. Yeah.
That is it, yeah.
Right.
Because he kept saying Jesus Christ.
I have to though. I have to say, you know, Jesus and stuff, because otherwise I'd just be like saying fuck continually.
we had a really good response to our Lord of the Rings videos, actually.
Your
I
reaction
just
to
can't
Lord of the
believe
Rings was
how
quite
far
fun.
they let us get.
Did you actually watch those?
I did. It's like, because I used to play that game, and yes, it is actually quite dull.
Yeah, we've played it previously.
It looks worse than it used to be. It looks worse
Oh
than
my
the
God.
retail version. They're like, yeah, like, what the fuck?
I love how like people defend it and they say, you know, this is just the start. You know, you have to get through all the bad bits before you get to the good bit.
That's not how it's supposed to
No.
work. People quit before.
Exactly.
That's the point.
It's ridiculous.
They've had 4 years to get the starting areas functional. And look what they've
The thing
done!
about MMOs is that they take up so much of your time. They have to be really, really fucking good for it to just be worth playing.
Yeah.
I mean, like Final Fantasy not having any indication above quest givers' heads. You know, there's nothing to tell you that that is the person that
Yeah.
you should be speaking to. So you're said, okay, you have to go to the inn and talk to someone, and they don't say who. They say go to the inn and talk to someone about this, and you're like, well,
and there's like 50
20
fucking people in that inn.
There's no need for hyperbole, Lewis. There was 20. There's no more.
Oh
That's
god.
ridiculous, though. You got to go around and talk to each of them, and they give you all these different options, and you're like, what? And you go through all the options to see if any of them are relevant to the quest, and it's not. It's so retarded. Why don't you just have something hovering over their head saying, "Hey, talk to me. I'm important."
Well, because it's Square and they think they know better than everybody else.
I mean, it doesn't have to be something over the head. They could be like a shimmer, like a Twilight vampire around the quest giver. You know, sparkles. You're beautiful. It's just something nice. They could greet you as you walk in. They could just say, "Hello, adventurer.
Penis hole.
You may want to talk to me. Penis hole. Hello, penis hole." I can't believe that fucking name got passed. It's no
I
ridiculous.
know.
What?
That was in the Lord of the Rings
Well, this still doesn't work.
video. There was a penis hole.
Jesus.
Man alive.
Oh, good.
It's not a very RP name.
Not especially.
T Baggins can get through,
thing is,
which is quite an innocent one, isn't it?
T Baggins is like. It's got baggins in, that's just probably why it didn't go through, as opposed to the actual fact that it's rude.
Maybe.
Yeah. Fuck. I didn't even think of that. Yeah.
No.
Oh dear. Dildo Faggins. That was the other one. Dildo Faggins. The wielder of the One Ring. That's his ass.
Oh, fuck this. Launa, look. Rythian is now playing Civilization 5 demo. He's obviously just copied your comment, hasn't he, from the other channel?
This is top secret.
Fucking hell.
This is secret.
It was
Mine's at
pretty
like
impressive.
40%.
I was gonna say that's
Rythian's
impressive.
playing it already.
Let me try that again. Impressively quick. It's like a 4 gig download. What the hell's he running on?
Yeah, well, he's living in Sweden.
He's in Swayland.
And we're
Oh,
in England.
Christ. Yeah, well, I'm gonna go down there and
Everything.
ask him how the hell he's running it, because it's not even on my goddamn list.
Everything's like made out of fibre optic cable. The water comes out of
Oh
fibre
no, there it
optic
is.
cable.
Oh, it's right there. It's right there. It's that big green golden V thing on my desktop. Right, okay.
It's alright, Totalbiscuit. It's alright. Just calm down. It's okay.
Fuck, playing League of Legends all day. It's been really bad.
I'm gently massaging your shoulders. Does this help? Is this helping any?
Not in the slightest.
I think my sugar high is starting to wear off, Lewis. What do I do?
Oh, God. I don't know what to say anymore. I'm exhausted. I want to play the Civ 5 beta.
Look, we have to make World of Warcraft videos.
You've turned into a robot.
Fuck you!
Say.
Fucking. Oh God, I've got a fucking bone to pick with you.
What did I do this time?
In that sunflower video, you make a reference to S Club 7 and Scatman John, and we mentioned Scatman John in a video fairly recently as well.
We mentioned a lot of things though, man. I mean,
What's
overall,
next?
the
Yeah,
amount
but
of things we've mentioned.
if
I'm the Carlos Mencia of WoW videos.
Oh
I
my
steal all my
God.
good jokes from better comedians.
if you start talking about Jaffa cakes, I'm just gonna go ape shit. I'm not gonna be responsible for my behaviour.
You realise that all I'm now going to do for the next 40 minutes is use the word
God.
Jaffa cakes inappropriately. This was part of your plan all along, wasn't it?
Look,
Nice.
you can't prove anything. You'll never take me alive.
Have they got any DNA evidence? Because if not,
It's CSI, of
Stand
course
up.
they do.
I'd like to take this opportunity, Totalbiscuit, to ask you some questions.
Is this some kind of informal interview scenario right here?
Yes. What's your favourite word?
It's a tricky one. There are so many.
There are a lot of words, this is true. There are literally hundreds of words in the world.
I think you're overstating matters a little bit there.
Literally dozens of words in the
That's not
vocabularies. So which one is your favourite amongst all of the words?
Well, I could give you an
exist?
easy one and say that I'm quite partial to bollocks, but I wouldn't say something like that.
Oh, really?
That would be improper.
Oh.
You see, you're just going to use that soundbite whenever you've got nothing to say in future videos, aren't you?
Yes.
That's gonna go in.
That's
yeah.
perfect.
There
That is
you go.
absolutely perfect. We'll isolate that. We'll have that on a soundboard.
I'm here to support
That's
you guys.
good. That's a good one.
So your favourite word is bollocks.
It's multi-use.
really liked it that much.
You've never liked bollocks. You've never
I like
experienced
the word bollocks. It's very British. It's a
Bollocks.
good, solid word.
It's ridiculous.
It's a good word.
It's quite a northern word.
I suppose. Are you
Bollocks.
northern, Tobis? Is that where you're from?
Yeah.
The grim north.
Yes,
Whereabouts?
a strange dark place by the name of Newcastle.
Oh my
the border with the
goodness.
Picts.
Christ, of course.
What's happened to your accent then? Where's it gone?
I lost it.
Where's
Oh
the
God,
Geordie accent gone? But
Don't go there. Oh God. He hides it. He's ashamed. He's
a
ashamed
secret
of his
Geordie.
Geordiness.
But there's so many famous Geordies, like Ant and Dec,
Paul Gascoigne,
Paul Gascoigne.
Jimmy Five Bellies.
Oh goodness, do you know any of them actually, Totalbiscuit? Or would you like to meet them? Are they? Like
Well, actually, as it happens,
we have Jimmy Five Bellies right
Paul
here.
Gascoigne.
Oh no.
No, in fact, Paul Gascoigne used to kick a football around in a town called Dunstan, which was where we grew up, and my dad used to be the vicar of a church there, and Paul Gascoigne was terrible at football, and he used to kick balls through the windows all the time.
Yeah, I think he probably did that on purpose.
And apparently he was like one of the worst footballers ever.
Well, no.
Apparently he sucked.
That
It was
depends on
awful.
where he
He
was,
had
though.
two left feet.
I mean, how far away was he from the church?
He was about 8.
'Cause he had a good old foot on him.
He was about 3
Gascoigne,
miles
you know.
away.
So he had two left feet, and then when he actually got good, he had a powerful foot. I think I know what happened here. He had one of his left feet removed and replaced with like an extra strong robotic right foot.
We can rebuild him.
Well, that was a good answer to that question.
Yeah.
So your
Next.
most favourite word is an anecdote about Paul Gascoigne. Oh. So yeah, we should ask the follow-up to that. You know, what's your least favourite word?
You know what? I really fucking hate the word Moorish. Seriously.
Moorish.
It's fucking horrible.
Like Pringles.
Moorish is a horrible
Or
word.
chocolate fingers.
Moorish.
They're very Moorish.
Moorish.
Yes. Yes.
Jaffa cakes are very Moorish.
Very Moorish.
Moorish.
Very Moorish.
Very Moorish.
In fact, I'm fairly sure that's a southern word. It's your fucking fault. You came up with that, didn't you?
saying the word Moorish is quite Moorish.
Well, it's very Moorish, the word
God.
Moorish. Mm.
You're like the bubonic plague of the English language.
So, okay, the next question, this is a good one. What turns you on creatively, spiritually, or emotionally?
You see, if I said crying, then you guys would freak out, wouldn't you?
Crying turns you on? Wow. Wow.
This is where you can edit that. The crying of terrible people.
Oh, the crying of people on YouTube. Is that it? Oh god, it is, isn't it?
Ah.
That's why you reply so often to like all the horrible people who leave horrible comments and stuff.
Puppy
Yeah.
tears.
Puppy tears.
On a similar note,
Item level 20.
what turns you off creatively, spiritually, or emotionally?
What makes you angry, TB? What makes you
Oh,
angry?
God.
What makes me angry? I don't know. Bad YouTube Let's Plays are pretty fucking rage-worthy.
For me, I would say world hunger. That's what I would
World
say.
hunger turns you off.
But you know, if you don't like Let's Play
In
videos,
the bedroom, someone starts whispering about Darfur war orphans.
Okay, what sound or noise do you particularly like?
I'm not allowed to say crying again, am I?
God, what is it with you and crying? Jesus Christ! I bet if I look at your computer and I find like the porn folder,
Well-
it's all like girls crying. There's all these videos and photos of all these girls just crying in tears.
Yeah, you just go clean yourself off, man. I had this guy on my channel earlier, a couple of hours ago, claimed to be a Swedish psychiatrist. Claimed me, of all people, was a narcissist. Can you believe that?
What does that mean?
It means he loves himself. He's obsessed with himself.
We all love ourselves.
Some of us do it twice a day. I made a masturbation joke.
Yeah.
I feel good now. And he said he was a legitimated psychiatrist, so...
Legitimated?
I don't think that's...
I take him... Yeah...
No.
I don't know, I've never heard of that word, so it must be right.
Well, you know, whether or not it's a real word, you know, irregardless, you should just accept his advice. So your favourite sound was what? What was it?
That grunting noise, if you like. Come to think of it, yeah, that's a good one.
Okay.
Oh god.
What noise or sound do you detest? Now think of a time in which you heard a terrible noise and you couldn't abide it at all. It just drove you batty. It was such an unpleasant racket.
Oh my god, there's a lot of northern words there, Simon.
I'm trying to help. I'm trying to speak the lingo of the Total Biscuit. Total Biscuit ease.
Is it bad that the first thing that came to mind when you said think of an unbearable, horrible racket was Hybrid Panda's latest video?
Oh no, we can't. We're friends with him. We can't. Oh, that's awful.
So you've got to edit that out now and
No, that's
replace it with something else.
Oh no.
You can disclaim it. You can disclaim it, man. You still like him. It's cool.
Oh,
it's
wow.
cool. It's just me being a douchebag.
Oh, speaking of that, speaking of douchebags, question number 7, because we're up to 7 already, is what's your favourite curse word? Oh, this is a good one.
Well, I suppose bollocks counts again, doesn't it? Although, do they even count that? They used to count it as a curse word. I think it's sort of fallen out of favour. It's not as offensive as it used to be. That's very sad.
I think you can say it in, like, the Houses of Parliament. You can just say bollocks quite safely. You could say it in front of the Queen, and she wouldn't bat an eyelid, would she? Can you imagine?
I think she says it. I think it's her curse word of choice as well.
Yeah, if you're sat there with the Queen drinking tea, and she just takes a sip of tea, and you say to her, "You're at your bollocks," I don't think she would splutter, and tea wouldn't go everywhere. It would just, she wouldn't bat an eyelid. There'd be no reaction at all.
What if the tea wasn't good? What would she say, Simon?
This tea is fucking awful! That's what she'd say.
I'd like to say that was good, but it wasn't.
She wouldn't
That's
use
her.
the word bollocks.
Okay.
Okay.
We're up to next question. If you weren't a world famous internet personality, Total Biscuit, what would you like to do for a living other than be famous on the internet? What would you like to do?
This is the part where I've got to say something like help Darfur war orphans, isn't it? In order to stop people from flaming me for the last remark I made. Something like that? Will that do?
You'd like to work for the Samaritans on their phone hotline, so you just listen to people cry all day. God.
Yeah.
Terrible.
I don't think a suicide hotline really counts as puppy tears.
I suppose not.
No. Oh dear.
Someone calls in, they're on the roof of a building,
God.
they're staring 30 floors down, they're in tears, their life's in ruins.
And they hear your
And then
voice.
Yeah, exactly, and then they jump straight away. I say, hello, ah!
That's not true. You've got a very soothing voice, TB. I mean, that's why people like your videos. You're
Not
very...
when he starts raging, and he
relaxing
rages fairly often.
No!
I suppose that's true.
Oh God, I don't even know what your answer was to that. What profession would you like to do? I'm not even sure.
That's professional evasion, I'll have you know. Thank you.
You'd like to be an evasionist.
A rogue. To be fair, that would be great. What profession would you like to be? I'd like to be a lovable rogue.
Ah, there we go. That's a great answer. That's
Okay,
a
we'll
great
edit out all
answer.
the rest of that.
Yeah, see? Edit out all the bits about the crying and the killing yourself.
On a similar vein, what profession would you not like to do, ever? What's the worst job in the world to you?
I think the worst job in the world, honestly, has got to be working at Taco Bell. I don't know if you guys saw the recruitment poster that went up on the internet earlier. It's been all over the place, and the person just looks so happy through all of the phases until they're wearing the Taco Bell uniform, and then suddenly the crushing reality hits.
Yeah, working in fast food's a bit grim.
The Cheesecake Factory is fucking weird.
Tell me about it. Tell me about it.
It's, well, for one thing, well, I can tell you a story about the Cheesecake Factory. It's not very interesting, but I'll tell you it anyway. So, it's not actually a factory.
Right.
And while there is cheesecake, there is not a huge amount of it. So I feel it's been misbranded. The menu has everything on it, and none of it is very good. They do everything badly. And you get these gigantic portions of whatever it is.
Oh, it's cheese. It's cheese
just
steak. It's cheese steak. Philly cheese steak.
The cheese steak factory.
Yeah,
it.
sorry,
Yeah,
what
yeah,
are you
yeah.
talking about? We were talking...
Not
I think we got a
cheesecake.
bit.
No, it's not-
Oh, I think we got a bit confused. What's the cheesecake
Cheesecake.
factory? Because I quite.
You're talking about the cheesecake. No, the Cheesecake Factory is it's a chain of restaurants in the US, and they're supposed to be famous for their cheesecake.
Oh,
But in reality, their cheesecake isn't actually very good, and neither's the rest of their food either.
why did we think it was called the Cheese Steak Factory? Is that something else?
God, I don't know.
God, we're so confused.
There is no such thing as the cheesesteak.
Why did I think it was called the Cheese
God.
Steak
No,
Factory?
you're thinking about a Philly cheesesteak,
Yeah.
which is not the
Yeah.
same thing as the Cheesecake Factory.
Oh.
It's quite different.
Okay,
Oh, God.
thanks for enlightening us,
Okay.
TV. We've learned
Thank
something
you.
today. Oh my God, I
Thank
didn't
you.
realise. We've been wrong, Simon, all this time.
Knowing
I
is
wanted
half
to go
the
to
battle.
the cheesesteak factory, but it doesn't even exist. It was just
Yeah.
in my head.
It's like it was a beautiful dream we had.
Now the crushing reality of working for Taco Bell comes down on you.
So we're up to the last question. If heaven exists, what would you like God to say to you? What would you like him to greet you with if you actually do go to heaven and arrive at the pearly gates?
Well, what I'd love for him to say, bearing in mind that I do have narcissistic personality disorder as diagnosed by the internet, I'd like him to say, "Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Totalbiscuit of the God Podcast Blue Please on cynicalheaven.com.
Wow, that was really good.
Wow.
That was really
So
good.
basically, you want to be God.
No,
You
he's
want
going to do the
God
God
to be you.
podcast. He's going to do God's podcast. That's cool, man.
Well, it's the
Godcast.
Godcast.
The Godcast.
Why is then this has to exist already? Someone has got to have used that. That's too
Oh,
good.
of course. Oh, yeah, there's probably loads of God pods out there, isn't there? God.
The God Pod.
God
Godcasts.
pods. God pods.
The Yog. What is it? The Yog God? What?
Anyway, with that, I think that's a good sort of end. So, thank you, TB. Right, goodbye, Total Biscuit. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Where are you? Goodbye. Oh, goodbye.
I'm quite partial to bollocks. I'm quite partial to bollocks. I'm quite partial to bollocks.